We will be opposing this bill.
Jamie Lee Ross.
Mr. Speaker, the opposition wants to characterise this as an attack on democracy. Well, I want to tell the opposition that for the last 10 years, local government in New Zealand has been attacking the pockets of ratepayers. That's why we're implementing this legislation, because the ratepayers in New Zealand are calling out for relief. The ratepayers in New Zealand are calling out for assistance. After 10 years of having to operate under legislation passed by that side that let local government do absolutely anything they wanted to and saw rates go through the roof nationwide, ratepayers are calling for change. Ratepayers want something to be done about the awful local government legislation that they've had to endure. Since 2002, the average rates in this country have gone up by 6.8%. 6.8%. In that time, CPI has been 3%. Auckland at the moment has put its rates up by 3.6%. Can anyone tell me what CPI is running at the moment? 1%. Actually, in the last quarter, it was 0.8 annualised. The Auckland Council is putting its rates up by 3.5 times what the current inflation rate is at the moment. That's awful. And ratepayers are calling out for some relief. Let me tell you, Mr. Speaker, that in the Auckland plan, the biggest expenditure in the Council's plan is transport. I absolutely agree with that, 34%. The second biggest area of expenditure in the Auckland Council's plan is on lifestyle and culture. 22% of my rates and every Aucklander's rates is going on lifestyle and culture. I have absolutely no idea what lifestyle and culture is supposed to mean, and I don't know why local government is involved in lifestyle and culture. Mr. Speaker, my colleague Paul Goldsmith read out a couple of targets in the Auckland Council's plan. The Auckland Council wants to see all school leavers achieving NCEA Level 2 by 2020. An honourable goal, but why is local government trying to get involved in education? That's what people pay their rates, that's what people pay their taxes for. The Auckland Council also wants to reduce greenhouse gas emissions by 20% by 2020, based on 1990 levels. Now that's Simon Bridges' job. It's not local government's job. Aucklanders don't pay their rates for the Auckland Council to try and do what the government should be doing, to try and get involved in reducing greenhouse gas emissions. Mr. Speaker, ratepayers have been telling Parliament that local government has been out of control and they need to be brought back in line with what reality is. Mr. Speaker, we are implementing this legislation to bring about some sense to local government, to try and narrow the focus of local government. The opposition thinks that ratepayers are sitting at home crying because the four well-beings are taken away. How many ratepayers actually know what the four well-beings are? Ratepayers want to see good quality public services. They want to see good quality public infrastructure. They want to see local government implementing their regulatory responsibilities in an efficient way. That's what this bill is all about. I don't understand why the opposition hates ratepayers and wants to support the spending desires of a couple of hundred local body politicians over the ratepayers in this country. They're the ones calling out for change. They're the ones we're supporting with this bill.
I'll put the question. The question is that the motion be agreed to. Those of that opinion will say aye. Contrary, no. The ayes have it. Party vote. The clerk will conduct a party vote.
New Zealand National.
59 votes in favour.
New Zealand Labour.
34 votes opposed.
Green Party.
14 votes opposed.
New Zealand First.
8 votes opposed.
Māori Party.
2 votes opposed.
Mana.
1 vote opposed.
Action New Zealand.
1 vote in favour.
United Future.
1 in favour.
Any other votes?
To the disgrace.
The ayes are 61, the noes are 59. The motion is agreed to.
Local Government Act 2002 Amendment Bill, second reading.
This bill is set down for committee stage next sitting day. Call on Government Order of the Day number 3.
Legislation Bill, committee stage continued.
I declare the House in committee for further consideration of the legislation bill. Mr. Chairman.